Hey ink drinkers, welcome to my bookish little corner of the internet. Today I wanted to share with you what I hope to do during Old School April. Now, I like to fly by the seat of my pants for this event, even though we're racking up points, because I might come across a movie or book that could fit the theme or whatever. And I want to make sure to leave myself lots of room to explore some fun, exciting things without feeling like I need to check things off of a list. However, I do like to give myself a little bit of a guideline so that I have some stuff ready for me if I can't find something. Hope that makes sense. So if you are new to Old School April, this is a readathon, watchathon, activityathon headed up by Kelsi's Nostalgic Life. I think this is the fourth year that she has hosted this amazing event. I think it's our third year participating. We didn't participate in the first year because we didn't know about it, but once I found out, I was game. So I like to participate alongside my family. We do a lot of activities and watch a lot of movies together. We may read a book or two together, and I also enjoy doing some solo activities as well. So I am really excited for this event. If you'd like more information on Old School April, or if you would like to join because it's just days away, not too late to join, I will link Kelsi's introduction video. She shares all about it, how it works, where you can find the links to anything that you need, the printables, and all sorts of great things. So I will link that video below and you can check it out. Let's start with the books, since this is mostly a bookish channel. I had my kids pick out a creepover book to read for this event. If you see a fly buzzing around, apologies. I don't have it in me to fight this thing right now. It makes me want to clean though. Is it in my hair? A couple years ago, my good friend Elizabeth sent us a bunch of creepover books along with some goodies and all sorts of stuff for a boo box for our family. You can find her channel at Elizabeth Sagewood. She is amazing. She has the most beautiful library, haunted library, and she's got some great stuff to talk about on her channel, some great books to share, and I just adore her. So definitely check out her channel. But I had my kids pick out a creepover book that we could read together. We don't have a ton of Goosebumps books. I only have a couple, and we don't want to read the same ones over and over again. So we're reading a creepover book instead of a Goosebumps book. But the one that I believe Shelby chose this one, maybe Wesson. My two youngest are the ones that like to sit and listen to me read aloud. That dang, go away. My two youngest are the ones that enjoy read-alouds the most at this point. Everyone else is a teenager or adult in our household, so the read-aloud days are few and far between, but I'm really excited to read this one. They chose The House Next Door. It is book 16. So really excited about this one. It's New Year's Eve, and that means one thing to the three Peterson girls, their family's huge bash. Their house is the perfect place for a party, if you don't mind the drive. That's because the Petersons live way out at the edge of town, where there are no other houses for miles, except for the old one next door that's been abandoned for as long as anyone can remember. Through the years, the Peterson girls have seen strange things going on at this house that they've always been able to ignore. Until now. This New Year's Eve, the mysteries hidden in the house want to be discovered, and they won't be ignored any longer. My personal choice was a book I purchased at Barnes & Noble with a gift card. I got a gift card for Christmas from a former co-worker, and so sweet. I really love that she took my interest into account. But I chose this one because of the nostalgia, because I like the author, and it just sounds like a good time. I've heard such great things. So I chose My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. Hopefully this will get me quite a few points. Oh, speaking of points, I have joined the record store Rockers. There are several teams you can join. One team is a no points counting, non-competitive type team. that if you want that team feel without the pressure, you could join. There's no pressure though, really. There are a few other teams where if competition is like a motivation for you or it's just a fun thing to do, you can join those, or you can just tag along and not join a team, not count points, just kind of enjoy the nostalgia with a whole lot of people. So however you want to do it. Anyway, record store rockers. I'm going to try really hard, but I'm also not going to stress myself out. I want this to be fun, and that's how I typically do these things. High school sophomores Abby and Gretchen have been best friends since 4th grade, but after an evening of skinny dipping goes disastrously wrong, Gretchen begins to act different. She's moody, she's irritable, and bizarre incidents keep happening whenever she's nearby. Abby's investigation leads her to some startling discoveries, and by the time their story reaches its terrifying conclusion, the fate of Abby and Gretchen will be determined by a single question. Is their friendship powerful enough to beat the devil? Really excited about this. All the nostalgic vibes on this cover. As far as other books go, I don't know. I might look through my Kindle to see what I'd like to read. It depends on how long it takes me to read these other books. I will be watching a lot of movies, I have a feeling, as part of this big event, and just because I haven't been watching as many movies lately. I've been reading more and focusing on some other things outside of the bookish realm. So we shall see what happens. But I'm super excited about this event, and I cannot wait to see what exactly I dive into and what brings me joy. I think all of the movies that I've listed here are on Tubi. They might be pulled before April begins. You know how streaming goes. You get attached to the idea of watching something, and by the time you come around to watch it, it's gone. But I'm going to do my best to watch a lot of these movies and anything else that's kind of nostalgic that pops up. Out of all the movies I have listed, there are 4 that I have not seen. So maybe I'll prioritize those so that I have a lot of new nostalgic feeling movies to watch, and then dive into the more nostalgic familiar movies. So the movies that I have not watched are Little Shop of Horrors, The Hunger, The Amityville Horror, and Coral's recommendation, SLC Punk. I cannot believe I have not seen that. What on earth? Anyway, I'm really excited about all of those, so I definitely want to prioritize them, as well as the other recommendations that I have written down by some more hosts. Venus recommended The Crush, which was a movie I remember watching and loving back in the day. Alicia Silverstone. Liz recommended The Cutting Edge, which I have seen, but I don't remember much about, so it should be like watching it with fresh eyes. And I'm excited because this is one that I can watch with my kids. April recommended Chopping Mall, which is something I have never seen, and I really like how on brand it is for this year's Old School April because the theme is mall madness, if I hadn't mentioned that before. I'm sure most of you watching are familiar with Old School April because you're probably watching to get some ideas of what to do. But yes, for those of you not familiar, the theme this year is mall madness, which is a lot of fun. Some more movies that I have listed out here that I hope to get to: 16 Candles, Almost Famous, Mermaids, What About Bob, All Dogs Go to Heaven, The Ninth Gate, Girl Interrupted, and The Man in the Iron Mask. So many of these I cannot watch with my younger kids, but there are quite a few that we can watch together. And of course, I'm allowing them to kind of pick some things as we come across them as well. So it should be a really good time. I've already got some plans for some nostalgic snacks that we can have, and I hope to do a good job with the journaling prompts. I am not a pretty journaler. I like to write in journals, but I have not done the pretty aesthetic journaling that you see all over YouTube and stuff. And so I think it's beautiful and I want to give it a shot. And so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to try. I know Jen at Literary Love 123 likes to journal. She started recently, actually, and she does a beautiful job. Kelsi makes some amazing journals. There's so many people on here that journal and do it so well. And so I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. So aside from that, we might find some nostalgic places to go. It just depends on how busy life gets outside of this, but we will be doing some fun things outside of the bookish and movie realm to celebrate Old School April. I'd love to hear from you. If you're participating in Old School April, which team did you join and what are you most looking forward to? If you are not participating, I'd love to know what you're getting into this month, what kind of books you're reading, movies you're watching, things like that, anything exciting happening. And if you're thinking about joining Old School April, I highly recommend the Record Store Rockers if you'd like to compete. Let me know what has been bringing you joy lately. I always love to hear what makes my friends smile. That's it from me today. Until next time, cheers.